Come on.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Deeper Than Most. I'm your host, Sal.
And I'm your host, DJ.
And today we're on episode 20, y'all. We're on episode 20. That's crazy. 2.0.
And in the alternate universe, this is episode 2.
Don't fuck with my head like that this early, because today is a wild ride as is. As you can tell by the title of today's episode, we're going to be covering to put it in scientific and proper terms, the computer simulation hypothesis. But everybody else knows it as the simulation theory. So we're going to call it the simulation theory because we're not scientists. But before we get into this awesome ass episode, What is today?
It is Juneteenth, everybody.
Yes, happy Juneteenth, guys.
For those of you who don't know what Juneteenth is, it is the actual day in 1865 that slaves were considered free.
Yes.
After the Civil War.
Yes, let's cheers to that.
So
the day we're filming this is on Juneteenth, but it is going up as scheduled.
Mm-hmm.
So yes. That's bomb.
It's actually pretty good. It's
a little dry.
Yeah, it's a little dry, but it's good. It's not like super dry. So
We're drinking wine today, guys. What kind is it?
It is Chardonnay, but the brand is Fish Eye.
Fish Eye Chardonnay. So that's what we're sipping on today. But before we jump into the simulation theory, we have some very interesting current events today. Yeah, so the first current event is Killer Best Friends. And that's what I'm titling this because it's clever, okay?
Cool.
So researchers have been following the behaviors. Researchers have been following the behaviors of killer whales for some time now. And we all know this. They just don't ever want to stop fucking with animals. So, yeah. The more, I don't know. I don't even know how to say it, but we're always trying to figure out what animals are up to, and animals could give a damn about us.
Well, you think this is wild? I mean, they have Russians have little shark androids that they use for spies now. So
to spy on who?
Who else?
Probably to see if there's mermaids down there. You never know.
At this point.
So just recently, it was found that the drone picked. Well, okay. Let me backtrack this. So the drone was taken to the ocean or whatnot for research. Mm-hmm. Just a little context. So just recently, it was found that a drone picked up something quite spectacular. I can't even fucking read.
Okay, what's up? What did it pick up?
Diving into the social lives of orcas, we have found that these apex predators have best friends just like us.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Isn't it? Like, what the hell? So the whales were followed for 10 days by experts at the University of Exeter and the CWR, aka Center for Whale Research. So they kind of came together and did this whole little investigation. Oh, and if I sound nasally, guys, bear with me. It probably sounds obnoxious as hell on audio, but it's allergy season. And I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah. I did take allergy pills, but it's allergy season, and allergies be beating my ass all day, every day.
Yeah, that pollen don't fuck around.
Yeah, you can see it flying around. It's crazy. So, orcas were observed spending the bulk of their time with dolphins, surprisingly enough. I didn't even know that. And I also didn't know, well, I don't know, maybe I have known, but I just don't, it's not something I think about. But whales are actually dolphins. Or not all whales, but killer whales are actually dolphins. They're a different type of dolphin. So they're not technically a whale.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. But then again, whales and dolphins are kind of like cousins anyways, kind of like sharks and dolphins are. Dolphins and sharks are pretty similar as well. It's just dolphins are the nicer version of sharks.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So, not only do they hang out with dolphins, but they tend to hang out with dolphins or other whales of the same sex and close in age.
Oh, nice. Literally little
so
friends.
Literally, yeah, they're all around the same age, just a group of friends.
Hey, just imagine that little conversation. We gotta get more whale friends, babe.
Right? Yeah, that's weird. So, also, research shows that young orca females are the center of attention in their pods.
So
And I didn't know that, but that makes
in
kind
human
of
terms,
sense,
niggas
too.
be showing out for bitches underwater, too.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy.
Hell yeah, the chase is real.
Mm-mm.
Even in tight-knit groups, orcas pick and choose who they associate with. Sound like me. And orcas make best friends specifically through constant physical touch by rubbing together, hugging, and flipper slaps.
Flipper slaps? That's kind of
I
cool.
know. Isn't it the cutest thing, though? Like, they actually are like friends. Like, giving high fives, hugging. Like,
giving little
that's
fin slaps.
crazy.
That's funny. Out here like this.
yeah. And it's funny to, like, correlate the two, but with Ollie and Harlow, like, you can see that they're bonded.
Oh,
when
yeah.
Like, we got Harlow first, which is our black kitten. And then we got Ollie second. And when we brought Ollie in, he was not having it at all.
Not
like,
at all,
the
bro.
first
All
couple of
that
days.
and pushing him around, beating him up.
It was bad.
It was crazy.
But, you know, over time they like started sleeping together and like grooming each other, and like now they're pals. They're best buds. Yeah. So it's just interesting to see that
The dynamic, how is it played?
all
how it
animals
yeah.
probably have that internal instinct to bond. So
Bond, make friends, make connections. Cool.
yeah.
So, event continued. More whales. On June 11th, Michael Packard went on a lobster dive that morning at Herring Beach Cove with his fishing partner, Josiah Mayo. Whilst on the water, Michael was dissatisfied by their catch and went under the surface once more right before 8 a.m. He started to scour the ocean floor when he suddenly felt himself get struck by something from behind. That's when everything went pitch black.
Now, how would you feel?
I'd be scared as fuck.
I would already not be swimming in the ocean, in the open ocean like that. Well, yeah, no, I couldn't. I'm too chicken shit. But
And that well swimming.
to have something touch you, and then everything just goes pitch black,
My man died.
I'd be scared as hell. Yeah, I would feel like, oh God, did I just die?
Yeah,
Like,
right.
what
Like,
happened? Like, and you don't even know what's going on. Like, especially underwater, you don't know what the fuck could be down
That's
there.
not your regular habitat, my nigga. Why are you? What are you doing?
Exactly.
His friend Mayo said he noticed Michael's air bubbles disappear, but didn't realize what had actually happened, and that's scary enough too, because like you said,
But the dude was just sitting there on the boat,
Right.
like, you gonna help me, bro?
If something
But then
happened,
again, what
though.
can you do?
right? Well, I mean, yeah, you could go down there and get him, but then at the same time, it's like, damn.
I mean, how would you know exactly where to jump in at, and then
That's
also
true,
have
but
time
still.
because he was deep enough in the water to where he had one of those breathing apparatuses on.
Oh, he was.
So
deep
he
down
would have
there,
to like
yeah.
gear
Yeah,
up
that's a lot of
to
work.
jump in
Go
there.
and find him and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, on his end, it must be hella freaky though, like seeing that his little bubbles disappeared though, because then you think. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
but he was
shit.
probably just waiting it out a second,
Yeah,
just
no,
to make sure he
definitely,
wasn't
just to see
tripping.
if yeah. A humpback whale had accidentally sucked up Michael in one gulp. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Imagine that shit, dude.
Like Jonah and the whale type.
That's
shit.
scary. No, I was thinking Pinocchio.
That shit-
But yeah, that shit's crazy as hell. I
that'd
would
be
shit
scary.
bricks in his
Yeah.
mouth. I don't care.
like, wow, just getting ate. By
no
one.
way.
That's scary. as
Yeah,
fuck.
I couldn't even imagine that. That is scary.
He initially thought he got bit by a shark, but immediately noticed there was no teeth he could feel, and he wasn't really in any pain. Damn.
Which I thought was a really interesting
my
though.
man just got sucked up. Yeah, because they usually just.
I
eat
thought that
things
it would
whole.
hurt,
I don't think
but-
they have teeth.
Yeah, but that's interesting to know that it doesn't hurt. So if some shit like that were to ever happen to me, like I would be relieved. Like, okay,
It's not
I know
really
it's not
painful.
gonna hurt. Yeah. So
He didn't realize he was in a whale's mouth, on the verge of being swallowed. For 30 or 40 seconds, he struggled in the dark and thought he might run out of air in his breathing apparatus. Oof.
that's
It
scary
gets
as fuck.
scary. Yeah.
Panic. Yeah, panic mode. That makes you
Right.
lose your breath quicker in those
Right.
things. People don't know that. That, you know, the more energy that you use when you're on a breathing apparatus, like
I mean,
the quicker your oxygen goes.
In general, like if you're scared, your breaths are shorter, so you just kind of.
Yeah, but some people think just
Yeah.
because your breath is shorter that you're not using as much oxygen.
I was trying to process it.
Go
It's
ahead.
crazy. He then felt the muscles in the whale's mouth contracting and thought he was for sure going to die.
I would have thought so too.
Yeah, I mean, I would, because like, what do you even do? You can't. What are you gonna fight it?
Right.
Oh man! And then the whale started to shake its head, shooting Michael towards the surface, and he was free. Yeah, so he got
Just
shot
like
up through
that.
the little, that's
Well, I don't know. It wasn't specific. I don't know if he shot back out through the mouth and the whale like regurgitated. Whoa.
regurgitated.
Yeah. Fuck! I can't. Whoa! Can I not say it? Regurgitated. There we go. The whale. I thought the whale like Fuck! I give up. I thought the whale did that thing. Yeah. But then again, he could have went through the blowhole. I don't damn know.
That's wild.
But with him shaking his head around, I feel like he might have, like, just shot him back out his mouth. He was probably like, what the fuck? Why is my food still kicking? Like, what the hell?
What is this in here? Michael has also survived a plane crash, leaving him stranded in the Costa Rican jungle for days, and great white shark encounters, as well as getting lost at sea.
That nigga got the life of Indiana Jones.
It's living life. Costa Rican jungle. Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds scary.
It ain't even about just like.
I wonder what kind of animals they got.
The Costa Rican thing. It's just the whole jungle aspect. Like, my man, you in the jungle.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no telling. But oh, you guys are probably wondering. Or not even wondering. You guys probably noticed the difference.
If you don't, you'll figure it out. Comment below what the difference is.
Can you spot the difference? Yeah. Comment below. Like he said. So, we have one more current event. And this one is kind of funny. Okay. And it's just kind of weird because it's like, damn, people are petty.
Everything.
So, a felon for VHS tapes.
Okay.
Karen McBride, who is 52 years old, from Houston, Texas. I mean... Everybody from Houston. I don't damn know. Okay. Karen McBride.
Ain't nowhere else. Just Houston. It's all H-Town. That's it. There ain't no Dallas.
Karen, okay. Karen McBride, who's 52, from Texas, was caught off guard when trying to update her married name. But she was a criminal unbeknownst to her.
Ooh.
Ain't that some shit?
Oh, wow.
One of the best things to happen to you, like, sheds light on probably one of the more worst things.
Whole time? Damn.
Right.
That's
so,
crazy.
So she doesn't remember committing any crime, but it's one that most of us have probably committed.
Bruh.
Because I have a feeling that I have.
Oh,
I can't even remember. Redbox is the worst.
I already know, man. I remember back when Video Warehouse and like Blockbuster was a thing. I got a couple of tapes.
I miss Blockbuster. Oregon has the last ever Blockbuster.
Yeah, I know. It's in
and it's still open.
In Eugene.
We need to go. We got to take a road trip.
Yeah.
One of these weekends, do something. I don't know, but I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you can like rent it out and watch movies.
Get a movie.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Man, I got a couple.
How can we
that
not?
should have went back, but
I
got a couple of tapes that should have went back, but they didn't.
Oh, so you a felon too?
Unlikely.
Golly. Yeah, we're probably all felons, guys. So, 20 years ago, she forgot to return a VHS tape when she was living in Oklahoma, and them Oklahoma folks don't play about their VHS tapes, okay?
Not, but what the fuck?
Yeah. So she had went to the Texas DMV during Shmovid and was told she had an issue in Oklahoma. So they didn't tell her what the fuck was going on. They were just like, look, you got an issue and we can't do anything for you.
Ooh.
What?
That's tough.
Yeah.
That's tough as hell.
And then, she's confused. So McBride was confused and called the number given to her by the DMV, which was the Cleveland County District Attorney's Office.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So,
DA.
Yeah. So the Cleveland DA then informed her that she was indeed a wanted felon. So not even just a felon or whatever. No, they've been hunting for her ass.
And she ain't even know. Yeah, this sucks.
Exactly. But I mean, that's kind of good because she didn't have to live in hiding because she was unaware.
Right, completely.
Yeah. So she had a charge on her name for felony embezzlement and thought it was a joke. And when the woman on the phone told her, yeah, she thought it was a joke, but the woman was serious.
I would have fucking laughed too, because like, what do you mean?
Felony embezzlement. Like, that sounds terrible.
Yeah, you get 20 years for that.
But it's a fucking, it's a goddamn movie.
Right.
So, apparently back in 1999, someone had rented Sabrina the Teenage Witch under Karen's name and never returned it. Karen stated she didn't even like Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Ooh, how you got a fellow for shit?
Yeah, she's talking about, that's not my cup of tea. Like, I don't watch that show. I would never rent that. And then she thought back, like, on the time. It's been 20 years.
Yeah.
And I guess back in, like, 1999, she had a roommate. And her roommate had, like, 3 daughters,
dirty.
8, 10, and 11.
Yeah.
And so I'm assuming, or well, she was assuming that he had... rented out rented it out for them.
That's
and then
dirty.
never gave that shit back. So, because of this, she won't be a felon for much longer, even though she's been a felon for 20 years. And the charges will be dropped, though they have affected her past jobs. She's been, like, mysteriously fired or, like, has missed a job opportunity, she's missed job opportunities and everything over the past 20 years because I'm sure when they pull up her background, they're like, what the fuck is it? It just says felony embezzlement. So they're like, oh, nah, we don't need that.
Can't have that in the company.
Yeah.
Somebody already doing it. We can't have it happening twice.
I swear, like, for real. So, yeah, that's that. And now we're going to go ahead and get into what you guys have been waiting for. The simulation theory. And we got some requests for the simulation theory too. So, it's here. And we're so excited. Honestly, before we jump into this, I just want to preface this by saying I'm already biased. I kind of believe the simulation theory. I think it's very likely and very plausible.
My belief.
But it's scary as fuck to think about. And it's kind of sad because, like, if that's real, none of this other shit is. And none of this shit matters.
Nothing matters.
It just debunks everything else we know.
That's a very nihilistic way of thinking about things. But in terms of my beliefs, I mean, my beliefs are pretty set in stone. This shit's definitely the case. But
so you believe it for sure?
Oh, hell yeah. Because, like, what else would it be?
Y'all gotta let us know what you think.
Because like I always
it is very divided though. I mean, you have like highly ranked professionals like Elon Musk and like physicists and all of this talking about this stuff and like actually believing it themselves. So it's not too far fetched to say, "Oh, I'm jumping on that bandwagon too."
Somebody knows something. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I always say, even if there is like a God and like higher being in the universe, there's still the possibility of them creating a simulation. So it's like,
exactly within a simulation.
Yeah, it's still the case.
Yes.
So, this theory dates back to the Enlightenment era, and it was a very hot debate.
Yeah, which is interesting, because, like, I know in our generation, in our lifetime, in, like, the past 100 years, like, there was a thing called, like, hot topics, and, like, things that are trending, things that are, like, got everybody, like, stirred up and, like, talking about it. But it's just crazy to think that, like, it's always been like that. Like, even back then, they had, like, interesting shit to talk about.
Yeah, they always had you. Like, you had your newspapers, you had your horse riders, your carriages, and shit like that. They still got
the news. What's going on with the
they still got the news and shit around, but it just wasn't as fast as we are able to do it today.
Yeah, not nearly as fast.
Boy, just imagine, like, that being the topic of discussion for a while. Like, the simulation theory, oh, yeah, dude, I just found out last week that, this shit might not be real. Oh, shit, for real? What the fuck are you talking about?
I feel like if we ever had that notion in the past, we would never get to where we are now. Because, honestly, that whole mindset of, well, then fuck it. Like, fuck it all. Why should we care about anything? Would set in, and chaos would fucking unleash and wreak havoc.
It's always good that we have like so many different beliefs and viewpoints on those same beliefs, because it sparks conversation, and that's what is necessary for shit to happen.
Oh, yeah. And that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Because we love to talk about it.
All the time.
That's our favorite thing. We love to talk about all these things.
What is reality? The obvious answer would be anything that is perceived by using one of the 5 senses, and that includes taste, smell, touch, hearing, and sight. But what if there's more to this? Philosophers and physicists around the world say that this isn't necessarily how things work.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Because I believe it. There's more to this shit than
It's a lot
what
more
we know,
than,
obviously, but
it's a lot more than your base senses for sure.
yeah.
It plays like there's a lot of things that go into it, like the way you think and the shit you think about and all this extra stuff. So,
Oh yeah, it all adds up.
definitely. Some of these individuals theorize that reality is actually an ultra high-tech computer simulation.
Which is where this theory comes into play. With it being the computer simulation hypothesis or whatever.
Yeah.
Which it's also referred to as being like a game, as if we're living inside of a game, and instead of just like, I don't know.
That sucks. I can't even
an
see
AI simulation.
Can't even see my experience or like the shit. That's trash. And to reference this, it can easily be compared to The Sims, which is a fan favorite for a lot of people.
I low-key like The Sims now.
Oh, yeah?
Like I recently started playing it. Like right before we moved out here. And shout out to my best friend, because she loves The Sims. And she showed me some cheat codes. And now I'm rich. If only life really worked like that.
I mean,
what if this shit do?
Yeah. We would essentially be living through a kind of sim life, sim work, sim live, sim work, sim laugh, and sim love cycle. Oof.
Sound about right.
It's tough to think about. Just imagine making friends with somebody, have your meter go all the way up, and that shit barely.
And then they leave, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. To put it simply, the simulation theory supports the idea that the universe is an advanced digital construct that is ran by some form of higher intelligent life.
And what kind of higher intelligent life do you think?
Could be aliens, could be Jesus, could be whatever you.
What if Jesus
in.
is an alien?
Exactly.
So, diving deeper, tech entrepreneur and author of the simulation hypothesis, Rizwan Virk, was quoted saying, "Simply because we perceive the world as real or material doesn't mean that it is so." And goddamn, it's a whole mind fuck. This whole episode is just a mind fuck, because like the concept of this is almost like too far out there to grasp, but at the same time it makes a little too much sense.
Yeah, it's not just impossible theory.
Exactly. And he's the one that kind of created the name of the whole like simulation hypothesis or whatever when he wrote that article, and everybody was like all for it. Besides when they first thought about it in the Enlightenment era. It is also said by philosophers that the more scientists look for the material in our material world, the more they find that it doesn't fucking exist. That's scary as hell.
Well, if that's the case, I mean,
because obviously they're trying to exactly, but like obviously, you know, they're always trying to dive deeper and like look into things more and like, where did we come from? How did this all start? But the more that they look into it, the more it's like it doesn't even make sense, you know? Like, ooh, it really just debunks everything.
This is wild because like, we're trying to make sense of a lot of shit that we probably don't even, you know.
Yeah. So, renowned physicist John Wheeler, who worked with Albert Einstein at one point, once said, it is a flex, once said, the definition of a particle in physics is kind of fuzzy, even though scientists in most of society simply believe that everything is a particle. He also noted that it, which is a particle, may actually be a qubit, which is a quantum computing bit. And I don't even know what a quantum computing bit is, but it reminds me of that. What was that app called that we was using? Them quantum physics points or whatever?
What the hell was that called?
That shit was weird.
Oh, it was that Randonautica.
Randonautica, yeah. That shit was weird.
About the quantum physics points and shit.
I wonder if that's, like, related in any way. But I feel like this is computer quantums.
I mean...
Not, like... spiritual energy type quantum.
It all ties together. It's hard to like kind of distinguish what's what.
Yeah, honestly.
Real or fake? We may never know. David Chalmers, philosophy professor at NYU, has stated that the being running this hyper-realistic simulation that we may or may not be in is a programmer in the next universe up from here. This could be considered a god of some sort, but not in the traditional sense. He or she could just be a teenager. Damn, that's
Grody.
tough. That's tough.
That would be sad as hell.
'Cause I know
all of this shit.
Bro, because I know some guys that have like made games, and so like to think that that could be the case.
Or yeah, just that is crazy to think. And also tying in with like the next universe up, that really kind of brings forth the idea of parallel universes. And we're definitely going to do a video on parallel universes, because that shit is a whole nother thing of its own. But yeah, it kind of like corroborates that theory that there could be multi-dimensions and multi-universes. Crazy.
Yeah. Damn. Elon Musk been woke. Elon Musk has spoken on this topic as well, saying that the odds that we are not simulated are 1 in billions. And it's Elon Musk. So, I mean...
If Elon Musk says it, it's
right.
facts. It's our friend. It's Elon. It's like, we're always talking about him.
Every other episode,
But I swear, no, we have at least like 3 episodes where we bring up his name. At least once.
Sponsor us, Elon. We need the money.
I swear, let me get a Tesla.
He said. In 2016, Musk said...
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and play like a video clip or like an audio clip of this interview that he was doing, where he was asked a question about the simulation theory, and let us know your guys' thoughts on this. Let's see.
We fight the battles no one hears about.
Okay. Okay. Listen closely.
And I mean, like the strongest argument for us being in a simulation, probably being in a simulation, I think is the following: that 40 years ago we had Pong, like 2 rectangles and a dot. That was what games were. Now, 40 years later, we have photorealistic 3D simulations with millions of people playing simultaneously, and it's getting better every year. And soon we'll have virtual reality, we'll have augmented reality. If you assume any rate of improvement at all, then the games will become indistinguishable from reality.
But anyways, we're not going to watch the whole thing. So yeah, he pretty much says that. He literally talks about how quickly we have been able to go from 2 dots in a line. Wait, what did he say?
Pong, it's just literally 2 dots and then the ball going across the screen. That's where we were with games at one point.
No, he called it something else. 2 dots in a line, right?
Yeah, that's it. 2 dots in a line.
Editing Sav here. I actually meant to say 2 lines and a dot. We were really struggling with that. So yeah, we literally went from 2 dots and a line to all the shit we have now.
Yeah, and it's getting even better because my boss was telling me about how they're just using just the graphics cards now to create the images. So it's not like they have to do so much work now. You can just literally copy.
To do what?
Like when you're going to create the games and whatnot, to like create the landscape for the game, they're just using one like graphics.
What do they usually do?
They usually have to program it all in and do all this extra shit.
So now it's just like a 1 click and it's done.
Yeah.
Damn. So yeah, they're getting better and better, quicker and quicker at that. Because I feel like the better that we advance, obviously the quicker we're gonna advance. It's kind of like hand in hand. So yeah, it's a fucking snowball effect. That shit started literally like less than 100 years ago, obviously, but that shit started like 50 years ago. And now look at us, like all the way here, like the first ideas of any type of, you know,
like even the fact that like we're using phones,
electronic
like,
type
the fact that we're using like phones and computers and shit wasn't even
wasn't even something they could imagine.
It hasn't even been like a century ago. It's been like 30 years.
Damn.
30, 40
yeah,
years.
That's really fast.
Because like we recently just got like iPhones and social media back in like 07 and 08 type deal. So it's like, you know.
Damn. So it's almost like all these people have done all of these things in like less than one lifetime.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine
and it only gets
where
faster,
they're going to go.
Like, every couple of decades, it only gets faster.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be crazy by the time we're like 50.
Yeah. So who knows?
It's going to be wild as hell. I hope we got flying cars at least.
People don't need that. They already can't drive enough as it is. I don't think flying cars...
Does the air matter?
I don't think flying cars is the answer.
But the air is different.
I mean, just because it's different don't mean that people can drive. It's
You're right.
But it's likely we might not be at this point yet. But Vert thinks we will be there eventually. There are said to be 10 checkpoints on the road to full-blown simulation, and we are nearly halfway there.
Fucking crazy.
Oof.
I would never guessed.
Yeah, no, I never, like, before we even, like, started our podcast and started doing research, I would have never, like, thought to be like, oh, yeah, we're, this far on this scale, and we're doing this on this end.
Yeah,
You
no.
know, I never thought about it. But
I didn't even know that there would be a scale to that.
I mean...
But it makes
yeah.
sense.
Now, looking at it, yeah, it does make a lot of sense. But I never, like, thought about it. I mean, I always believed in stuff like this and, like, looked into it. But
Yeah, definitely.
in terms of, like, a whole scale for different shit...
No, but see, the crazy thing is, that's what makes it make sense even more. Because it's like, why would there even be a scale for this if this wasn't something that's plausible?
Right, if it wasn't an idea that can happen or make sense, you know?
Exactly.
Why are there so many different stats and so many different...
Why would you devote so much time, money, research? Like... It's definitely
like,
a likely scenario.
If that's the case, if there's all this investment and all this time and all this shit being invested in it, that means that we're following someone else's belief, which means that, like, we don't even believe the shit. We're just going along
being
with
a follower.
idea.
Yeah. This could be some shit. And obviously, I mean, fuck. Like, if everything's fake, why would it not be some shit, you know? So, within this theory, someone could pull the plug at any time. And they could. They really fucking could. Dude, honestly, I wouldn't mind. But, like, I wonder what happens after that, though.
Yeah, no, I've asked so many people, like, what do they think happens? And the answers I've gotten have been all interesting.
About, like, somebody pulling the plug on everything?
Just death. Just
no, like, I'm talking about something just pulling the plug. Like a Thanos. What is it, Thanos? Babe, you know what I'm talking about? The little gauntlet.
Yeah,
like the Thanos.
The Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, the Thanos.
Snap, and then it's just over.
And everything's just done for.
I mean, if it happens.
I feel like it would be like that, though. Like, everything just at the same time.
I hope that seems like the most...
pain-free?
Yeah, I would go with that.
So, the chances of us living in a simulation is, you guessed it, 50-50. That's fucking wild. 50-50 fucking chance. Flip a fucking coin and you tell me,
so,
are we
like,
living in a simulation or no?
JC and the aliens were like, yo, check this out. Heads,
that's a high...
Heads, we gonna actually make them niggas. Tails, we just gonna program them in there. So, boom, flip the coin. Don't know what it lands on because Jesus, like, stepped on it or whatever, right? Boom. So, they just sitting here. All right, nigga, what is it? Oh, take a guess. And then fuck around. All right, so boom, we gotta create this. We gotta put these over here. They gotta have trees and shit.
Give me the codes, man.
Right. Is your computer up to date? Whoop-de-wop. And they just over there
let's get this thing on and popping.
Right.
So, yeah, that's a high-ass chance.
Yeah.
50-50. That ain't no 30-70, 20-80. No, 50-50 chance.
Yeah, they ain't bullshitting. It's real or
that's right. It come down to two. Either it's real or it's not. And honestly, I be thinking that it's real. So sometimes. So
it be beat you up like it's real. This shit crazy.
Late at night, hell yeah. So going along with it being a 50-50 chance, this theory is more likely of a possibility than most other theories supporting our existence.
But what if they're all the same? I got too many questions. And ain't nobody answering. I don't like that.
Literally, because what the hell?
Damn.
That's wild.
I'm over here eating shit that ain't even here. Eating M&M's and shit. It's crazy.
How that shit just disappear in your mouth?
Just don't even exist. We don't even be chewing. We just be swallowing. Crazy.
Ooh, but you're meant to think that you're chewing?
Yeah.
Because I wonder if the Sims be thinking that they're chewing.
Yeah.
But, like, obviously, they just, like, scarf that shit down and go. God damn! Although, of course, we have conscious minds, we could have been programmed to know or not know that we live in a simulation. Similar to The Sims, we could be conscious beings. In The Sims are somewhat conscious. Just in case you didn't know. That's why they're able to, like, continue living on and doing stuff when you're not playing, or if you just sit there with the game on, they'll walk around on their own will. So, making decisions on their own, they also make decisions on their own, like I just stated, and they go through an array of emotions in a day, just like we do. So who the fuck is to say that we're not just living a better simulated version than our little version of The Sims?
I damn sure hope so, because some of y'all motherfuckers be treating them Sims like shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I done seen some Sims that have been down bad.
Getting away with stuff too. We would be terrible creators.
Yeah.
Damn.
We actually. So, you remember when you first started playing Sims, right?
Okay, what about it?
It's just so funny how you started the game. Because it's like, I feel like that's what like the creators do whenever they just start adding new people to the world and shit.
Oh, where I had them all fucking?
No, I was talking about like the naming and the putting them together, the personality.
Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But that
Taking
too,
my
though.
time.
But that too, though.
So, the alternative to everything being fake is also the possibility more related to, you guessed it, the Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, with it being a possibility that it's more related to the Matrix, that means that this could all, in fact, be real, but our reality just isn't. Now, I'm going to just let that ferment for a second.
Let it marinate.
This could all be real, but our reality just isn't.
So like,
That sentence doesn't even...
and the funny
doesn't
thing
even
about
make
it
sense.
is, every time we bring up augmented reality, I think about that because that's what games are getting closer to.
Yeah. But what I'm talking about is, you know how in the Matrix, they are real people. They are alive.
Mm-hmm.
But they're plugged in.
Yeah. I mean, technically,
So,
we are too.
what if that's us? Not the fact that, like, we're like The Sims, where we're just a game running, but, like, what if it's more along the lines of, we probably are real, but the reality that we're seeing could just be a playback or a rerun or, you know, and we just don't remember with every reboot. Because, obviously, if you have the power to plug somebody in and harness their fucking energy, then you definitely then you definitely have the power to wipe their memory clean for them to wake up the next day and relive their life all over again or whatever and not realize that it's the same life.
But that's probably come to think of it though, we'll get into that soon. But right now, guys, it's time to thank our sponsors, so we will see you soon.
If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free and it's easy to use.
There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast straight from your phone or computer, making it the best user experience around.
Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more, making it so you don't have to upload to each individual platform.
And the best thing about it, you can make money straight from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place.
So please, download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started. And that's Anchor.fm, spelled ANCHOR.FM.
So what are you doing? Download the free Anchor app now. And we're back. Like a butt crack.
Death, love, robots, or death equals reboot?
Clever, ain't it? Aren't I clever? Come on now. Give me my props.
You did good.
Yeah. I know it's not literally called... Is it Death, Love, Robots or is it Love, Death, Robots?
Love, Death, and Robots.
Okay, well still. It was a pun on words. Either way.
When we die, do we just go back to the player select screen and hit play again?
I feel like we probably would.
Depends. Depends on how your life went, how you ended. Because I've done that.
That's what would make sense to me, though.
With like a lot of games, you would think of that, you know?
That's how they go, usually. So I think most definitely. And that kind of explains the theory of reincarnation.
Yeah.
Or does it kind of like defeat that? Because if you're starting over with a new player and then Is it a whole different being, a whole different consciousness, or?
Yeah, no, it's a different thing. It's a whole different thing.
Because think about it. The Mii people from the Wii games.
Yeah.
Like the Wii Sports, it would be the same characters, the same people.
I mean, yeah.
Or am I not? That don't even tie in. Just go.
But I guess it's more along the lines of like.
I don't know what. No, don't even bother. I don't know what else. Because like they're meant to be like that. They're the Mii people. Whatever. Go ahead.
Yeah. But in terms of me answering this question, like specifically, I definitely say that's the case. But like
makes sense.
It also depends on like how the person like ended too. Even if they would remember how they ended.
What do you mean?
Like if you're gonna go back to the player select screen and hit play again, you obviously want to play again. But it also depends on if you ended on a good note. Like for some games, people don't even hit play again because they didn't like how it ended, so they just don't play again.
Ooh, I thought you were talking about like the character.
Oh no, I was talking
the player. Oh wow, so you're talking about the person playing the damn game.
Yeah.
Ooh, damn! Wait, you just blew my mind with that because I didn't even think of that. That makes a lot of sense. Because if they do press play again and pick another character, it could resemble some type of reincarnation. Yeah. But if they don't and they just stop playing the game, you're hella fucking right. It could just be that, and they don't get reincarnated.
Yeah.
Woo, okay.
So it all depends. Like I said, it all depends on like the character you choose and their ending that they get. Because like, say...
Well, not even that. It would be the person. Do they want to play or not?
Yeah,
that's what it would come down to. Not.
But it comes into like how it ended. If they didn't like how that person's life ended, they might not be in tune to play again. So you wouldn't get another character. You just end.
I mean, yeah. Still ultimately up to the creator or the player, though.
Yeah. Now we get into matrix flaws.
These are fun.
These are glitches in the system that don't go unnoticed, i.e. the Mandela effect or deja vu. And deja vu is the feeling of experiencing something before, although you never have, till the moment you're in it. These could all be errors in the creator's coding equations.
Hell yeah. And I'm pretty sure most people out there have experienced deja vu.
More than
I have.
Yeah, I experienced that shit a lot.
Man, deja vu is crazy. And it's scary, like, every time. And then it passes and you just forget about it. It's weird. It's the weirdest fucking thing ever.
It's like, hey, you were probably here, but,
it's just the hardest thing to comprehend, though. Like, how can you feel something that you've never felt?
And it's like the most familiar shit, too. Like, it's like, oh, wow. Like, I've been in this moment.
Yeah, not even familiar. Like, it's down to the T. Yeah. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, I've experienced this. I know what you're saying as you're saying it. Because for me, I don't notice it. Like, I don't notice it's deja vu beforehand. Like, oh, they're about to say this. Like, not like that, so Raven or anything.
Until they say this.
Yeah, but it's like, as they're saying it, you're like, oh my God, I knew I was going to do this. Like,
and then you start spacing out a little bit. You start freaking out.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm in deja vu right now. And then, you come to that realization, and then boom, it's gone. Like, as soon as you realize it's deja vu, it's damn near over.
And the funny thing is, you can't even try to explain it to people because they're not going to get it.
And it doesn't last long for me.
Yeah, no, it doesn't last that long unless it's like consecutive moments.
Yeah, no. It'll just be like a certain thing.
Yeah.
Like, a couple of moments, pretty much. But we're definitely going to do a whole video about deja vu because it's very interesting and why not? Why not talk about it? We love this shit. Also, the Mandela effect. That is crazy as hell, too.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, we have to do a Mandela effect video as well. But a lot of people, I would say practically everybody has experienced the Mandela effect.
Febreze, if you know Febreze.
Oh, is it REEZE or is it REZE? I think it's REZE, right?
No, because it used to be REEZE. Like, it used to have the two E's, but now it's just the one. Yeah.
So...
Yeah, but then
see, that's how it's in the parallel universes.
The way I always think about it, though, I always try to chalk it up to they just changed like the packaging. But then it's like that's happened with so much different. Ain't no fucking way. Because why would you change
different
shit? Like
why would you change the name? Because like with things like that, you have a trademark. You have a trademark for the spelling of how the logo and the company name is and everything.
That's what I'm saying. So like, why would it just be like a feature change?
Yeah, like why would you just change that shit? That don't even make sense.
Scientists have always known that math makes up everything. It is what everything we can comprehend breaks down to. This includes our genetic makeup and DNA, the theories of evolution and time, as well as space.
AKA every damn thing.
Yeah, everything.
Damn. And it's crazy because I hate math. I've always hated math.
Math is just not it, but it's everything.
It's not. It's really not.
And it's
And people, I hate those people that try to say, I like math. No, you don't. Stop lying.
You know, oh, it's so easy. I'm like, bro, how? Show me. I don't understand.
No, yeah. Caitlin, she's like that.
I don't get it.
When we were in high school together, I would have to, I didn't cheat, for tests or anything. I just took that bad grade. But she would try to help me, and she's like, well, how do you not get it? It's easy. I'm like, Caitlin, I don't understand. I'm dumb. I don't get that.
You gotta break it down to me, bro.
Yeah, I don't get it at all. Still to this day.
and that's in terms of like, all
it's
the
like a
extra
whole
hard
other
shit.
language. Yeah. So, especially when you start adding letters to the shit.
Letters.
Yeah. In the end, it doesn't even matter, though. And so, we continue. Indeed, in the end, it is proven that our genetic makeup is broken down into two things. Ones and zeros. And that's binary code. Jeez. And I didn't know this before. Literally everything breaks down to fucking ones and zeros.
That I actually did know. The binary code thing is pretty interesting.
That's scary as hell. So we're practically computers.
Practically. That's how we're. That's why we tell them what to do.
You think that's why we're able to like teach ourselves with our brains because technology is able to develop itself
the brain is a very different.
I'm saying though, like if we're made of ones and zeros, what if our brain is the I don't know, the hardware of it all?
The processor.
Yes.
What if? I definitely would think so. Oof. But at the same time,
damn, that motherfucker zoom into
the only reason I would agree is because we still don't even know our own brains. Like we still can't even figure out why.
We don't know shit.
Yeah, we still can't even.
We don't know a thing.
We can't even figure out why we behave the way we do, but we're trying to figure out how to go into space right now. So
I swear, we don't even know what's at the bottom of the ocean still.
But we're trying to go to Mars. So hey, you decide what you want to think about.
Priorities. Scientists have also found binary code in the makeup of life itself. Everything comes down to binary code, which is the language of computers. So not only us, but
the entire
every fucking thing. Your fucking goldfish in the fish tank, your goddamn cat down the street, the neighborhood cat. Everything is binary code. Every fucking thing. The damn exam that you failed last week, binary code. It's all fake.
That's malware for sure. The whole virus.
Goddamn virus, yeah.
Damn, bro.
So, and to go even further, this isn't like anything new. It's been like this since the beginning of time.
Sounds about right. Niggas,
or the beginning of our existence, at least.
The beginning of shit we know.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So this ain't nothing new. It's been like this. Because everything in life is quantifiable, it is not far-fetched to think that someone sat at a computer and created all of this from a simple input of ones and zeros. But hell, if somebody else can do it, old man Joe up above, well then I can do it too.
Totally. It's
and like honestly, when they put it in putting it in those terms, it could definitely be a teenager. That's not hard, right? Like when it comes down to like computer basics, ones and zeros, coding is not hard, is it?
It depends on the language you're coding in. It's a lot harder.
I don't know anything about that. Yeah. Never mind. Let me back out. So, not only does the simulation theory suggest that none of this shit is real, the findings of quantum physics may shed serious doubt on the theory of the material universe being real in any type of sense. So, wild shit.
So the way I talk it up, you know how everybody always throws around, matter can't be created nor destroyed. So if that's the case,
yeah, it can be broken down but not destroyed.
Yeah, it can't be created or destroyed.
But with this theory, it definitely can be.
Right.
All this shit could be shut down in an instant. So, a theory within the theory is... Bro, there's all types of theories in this fucking episode. And I love it. I'm loving it so much. But, A theory within this theory is this could all be created by aliens, a fourth or fifth type civilization, according to the Kardashev scale. We could just perhaps be an experiment.
Which also is kind of fun to think about, the fact that aliens are studying us and our behavioral patterns to see how we interact.
Yeah, and that's why I said earlier, what if God is an alien? Like, you never know.
I mean, technically,
or an alien race, I guess you
technically,
could
in
say.
a sense, I mean, I would say he is because
He's definitely not human.
right.
He's definitely not us.
And in terms, like, the definition of a god is a being that's,
Almighty.
Yeah, so...
Very true, very
and
true.
the way that we create our little dictionary meanings, whoop-de-wop. So it's like, that's just the dictionary meaning. So, like, what if the reality is, they actually are a fucking alien?
Exactly. But also, with the whole fourth and fifth dimension thing, or the fourth and fifth type civilization thing, there is a scale that determines like where a civilization lies, based on their like how they're able to harness energy in their solar system, or taking it a step further, you would be able to harness energy from your star, your like biggest star or whatever. And then the highest of them all would be being able to create your own energy. And we can't do that shit yet. So we're at the bottom of the scale. The scale goes from like 1 to, I don't even know. I think like 6. 5 or 6, maybe 7. But we're 0.
It's very weird because like...
So we're at the bottom of the fucking food chain.
We dabbled into trying to do that, but we just do other shit.
Yeah, we should definitely dive a little bit deeper on the Kardashev scale because it is pretty interesting. And I also kind of want to know how they come up with that scale. Like, I get it when you're breaking it down. Like, okay, you could use... so for us, we can't use any... So we're a type 0 because we can't use any type of energy in our solar system besides, like, the sun or whatever. And that doesn't even really count because we're not controlling it. Right. It's just doing its thing, and we just created something that, like, reflects it in a sense. A.k.a. solar panels. Oh. So, creating solar energy. But a type 2 or 3, I believe, is when you can harness energy within your galaxy or within your universe.
And how that goes, I don't know.
I don't fucking know. But that got to take a lot of power. And then, 3 or 4 and 5 would be, 3 and 4 would be being able to use the energy that is from your biggest star in your galaxy or whatever it is, the most powerful star in your galaxy. And then the last one, which is 5 and 6, is being able to create your own fucking energy. And I don't think we'll ever climb the fucking ropes. We might be able to use
like I said, the thing is so weird because we dabbled into using other things for energy sources, which is crazy.
Yeah, but how successful has it been?
Right, that's the thing.
It hasn't been successful at all.
You can create these fucking games and these simulations and shit, but you can't create
shit that matters.
Yeah.
Interstellar travel. I don't fucking know.
But I don't run the fucking ship around here. I just try not
Let me
to
drive
drown
a boat
on this bitch.
Yeah. Similar to the movie Inception, this simulation could be a sim within a sim within a sim within a sim. Oh, this reminded me of this one time I was hanging out with Caitlin and we were doing some things we weren't supposed to do. We were doing some things we weren't supposed to do. And I just remember getting real outside of my head and just tripping hella hard, talking about, this is a dream, inside of a dream, inside of a dream, inside of a dream. I was tripping, but this is definitely what that sounds like. And what that feels like, but we wouldn't know. And damn, a sim within a sim, I wonder if
psych yourself out with it. Because I've done it before. The other day when I told you I was overanalyzing, that's what was happening. I was freaking out.
What if none of this shit fucking matters?
Yeah, no, I was literally, we were in the grocery store. We were in the store. We were at the store and I was fucking...
What store?
Where are we at the store? Where the fuck are we at? And I was tripping out because, of the whole process.
Yesterday when we were walking home?
Yeah. No, I was tripping out.
From the mall?
Yeah, we were in the mall. So I was tripping out because so many interactions were happening at different times. And so I was thinking, damn.
What do I focus on?
Yeah, because they're over there making a sale and doing humanly consumerism shit.
And what am I doing?
Fucking waiting.
Walking around.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
It is crazy to think about.
So that's wild.
So this could go on forever. One civilization running a sim that eventually will evolve enough to make its own sim. And then that sim will create its own, and so on and so forth.
It's like, look, bro, I'm going to show you how it's done.
So basically, they putting it into, like, context. Okay, say we're probably say we are a fucking simulation. Cool. We're a simulation. And everybody knows we've created our own simulation in various different ways, but let's just talk about the Sims. So we've created the Sims. What if the Sims created a Sims and it just keeps going? Like, each simulation keeps creating. So yeah, you're sitting on your couch playing the Sims, fake people in a fake world. Whole time you're the fake person in the fake world.
It's probably like
inside of somebody else's
It's an endless cycle. It reminds me of like whenever you watch movies.
I'm trapped in the mirror. Justin Timberlake.
When you fucking watch when you watch shows or movies and you see that they're watching a show or movie with that's what it reminds me.
And it's like a show or a movie inside of a show or a movie inside of a show or a movie. Yeah, that whole like continuum type of concept is just too much for me.
We're not just gonna skip over the whole man in the mirror thing like that you just did there. That was good. That was smooth.
Thank you. I thought you were gonna skip over it. That was cool. Give me my guys.
Well, we're gonna be comparing the theory to the Matrix.
Yes, but if you made it this far and you've seen the Matrix, like this episode, give us a rating, give us 5 stars.
Share it with your friends.
Anything. We really appreciate it, and it means the world to us. Like, it really motivates us to know that you guys are actually enjoying the content that we're putting out. I mean, you ain't gotta like it if you don't want to. We've gotten a hate comment before, and we were still just as happy.
And the fact that you
because it was a comment, and we were like,
the fact that you guys are like engaged with us, it's fun.
It's great, yeah. And like our audience is small, but our audience is pretty damn good. Like, pretty good. They'll, like, I don't know, you guys always tune in, and you guys do show a lot of love on the Instagram. So if you haven't followed the podcast Instagram, follow us right here up above. We'll put the link tree in the descriptions. That way you guys can tune in when we're not tuned in.
Let's look at the Matrix. Although the Matrix doesn't have any correlation to this theory, it isn't far-fetched to think that this reality could mirror that of the setup in the Matrix.
And honestly, I love the fucking Matrix. I've only seen the first one. I'm convinced. I don't ever remember watching a second or a third. And honestly, if you were to ask me what the second and third movies are about, I can't tell you.
Because
but I wonder if I have seen the second and the third, and I just don't remember.
Yeah, if you were to watch them, you probably have seen them, or at least a scene
or in
from
a different alternate universe.
Probably. And the thing about it is, most people notably just remember the Matrix, the first one,
because that's probably the best one.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So in the movie, the world is set around 2199, but the reality is based back in 1999.
Yeah. So the actual world that they're in, like the current time in the movie, is 2199. Mm-hmm. But everybody, including Neo, believes that it's 1999.
Mm-hmm. Yo, funny fact. I remember searching a tagline like on your birthday, and my movie tagline was The Matrix. It was like, I forget exactly what the tagline was, but like this movie was like big during my birthday year.
Oh, yeah, it was. It was the biggest movie.
Well, actually, around my birthday, actually.
Yeah.
So that was cool to see.
Because that's around the time it came out. But also, back in 1999...
Oh, also the whole YPK thing.
Huh?
Dang, go on.
But during this time, or whenever the movie released, it actually surpassed that new Star Wars movie that had came out that same year. So it was like a box office hit. It crushed everything else. Yeah, everybody was all for the Matrix.
Can't blame them. Because like people were trying to figure it out. Especially, that was a good time for it to come out too, because people were freaking out about Y2K and everything.
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And going back to the Matrix, I heard that this year they're supposed to drop a new movie, Matrix 4. Yeah, apparently it's been in the works, and they were filming the same place that they filmed all the other 3 videos in. So, like, in New York, I believe. And obviously, Keanu Reeves is going to be Neo. The same girl that's Trinity is going to be Trinity again. And unfortunately, R.I.P., but, what's his name? Magnius? But Magnius, he's not going to be in the movie.
Wait a minute.
Because he died.
Wait. Really?
I'm about to show you.
Hold on. Quit. Give us a second, guys.
I think that's his name. Magnus.
Oh, snap. I did not know he was dead.
Wait. What the hell? Maybe that's not his name. His name is
Because I know who you're talking about, but right now I don't got
Lawrence Fishburne. Morpheus.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. He passed away, remember?
No, I don't remember that at all. What?
Wait, oh, he didn't?
Yeah.
Oh my god, am I having a fucking
Are you tripping?
Mandela effect right now?
Yeah, man.
I could have swore he fucking died.
Still alive.
Who died?
It wasn't him though.
Who died recently?
Oh man. Hey yo, that's crazy because you really had me freaking out.
No, I thought he was dead for real. Who am I thinking about? It's somebody else that passed away. I really thought it was Lawrence. Sorry, Lawrence.
Ooh.
Sorry, Mr. Fishburne. Anyways, carry on.
Wow.
Yeah, but anyways, there's supposed to be a new Matrix movie coming out this year, guys, so stay tuned, keep an eye out. I don't know if it's confirmed or if it's in the works, but they were seen filming, and it's the same director or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool then.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. If we were able to become advanced enough to create a conscious simulated reality in real life, do you think it is likely to happen so soon? Ooh. That's a good question.
Yes, because
That's a
like we
great
said
question.
earlier, this shit is moving really fast.
Yeah,
30 years and we've gotten to this point.
Yeah, technology moves really fast. I mean,
Yeah,
technology moves.
you can airdrop
super
photos, whatever the fuck that means. There was no such thing. You're able to take pictures on a phone.
Man,
You were not able to do
Bluetooth,
that.
Like the fact that you can like use Bluetooth,
Yeah,
the fact that you can connect to
Wi-Fi,
Wi-Fi,
everything,
that-
every fucking thing.
like being in my degree and I'm
Fucking
like,
facial
seeing
recognition.
seeing how like finding out how that shit works. And
Yeah.
it's so weird because it's like, damn, this shit was not that long ago. Because like,
It
each time I
wasn't.
read my textbook, it's like, oh, back in 1990 or 1980.
Yeah,
Wow, that's
not long ago
not
at
that
all.
long ago.
And we've already made it this far, so I feel like it could happen soon.
Oh hell yeah.
And I don't want to say like next year soon or the next decade soon. I'd say probably like the next 100, 500 years.
I'll give it the next 40, 50. Same deal with this type shit.
40, 50?
Yeah, the next 40, 50. Because, like, the way technology moves, like, they advance so fast with that.
So you
like,
think we
it's
would be
just-
able
it
to
just could
create,
happen.
you think we would be able to create life in 50 years?
Yeah.
A conscious,
Yeah.
simulated life.
Yeah. I'm going with that.
Okay.
Definitely going. If they
Be
can-
bold
if they
then.
can-
Be bold.
If they can create dinosaurs in a lab, I'm sure they could figure out a way to fucking.
That's true, and resurrect things.
Yeah. They've been doing a lot of playing God lately.
Just
so
like
I would-
on our intro topic for last week, when we were talking about the resurrection in Russia for those soldiers.
I wouldn't
Not
even-
last week, but our last episode.
Yeah.
Episode 19.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so.
Probably not. But it would be safe to say that we could harness time travel by that time, which is a good point. Which is a great point, actually.
I can't wait. That'll be fun.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I'm going straight to the dinosaurs.
But you know they're not gonna let that shit be to the. You know damn well they're not gonna let that shit.
You right.
And man, and my whole thing about it is they already. Okay.
I already did what?
They already got all this shit in the works though. It's already happening.
You talking too much. The government listening. Damn.
Okay, they know what the fuck be going on. The Matrix was designed to enslave the human race by AI. Ooh. If we were simulated, it would make a lot of sense that our reality would mirror this.
Yeah.
Yo,
Fucking the things you create destroy you.
think about it. We've always been on.
Ooh,
these-
quote
we
me.
We always on these.
The things we create destroy us. Straight up. Yeah. That's gonna get quoted.
It's
Quote
quotable.
it right now.
It's quotable. Please quote it. Please. No, but it's just crazy, bro. It's just so crazy. Like that's possibly our reality, but like
We don't know.
We're already headed there. Like we're already slaves to like our technology now. We're always
Bro, always on our phone.
Yeah.
Like we are always plugged in. No matter what. Even if we don't try to be.
Like I said, mind you, this shit just came out like at least 40, 50 years ago. So it's like
Yeah, so I could see why you say
Yeah.
another 50 years we'll have this shit down pat.
Yeah. I just think it's cool, man.
It is, but it's scary as fuck.
Yeah, it is fucking.
That's scarier than aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, aliens could probably fucking wipe us out or whatever,
But the
but
fact that something we created, like, has
Yes.
us at its whim, like,
that you put so much trust into, they know our every move, they know, what we need to survive, they know all this, they know all that.
it's like that shit we ran across a while ago, that neon dot light shit. That shit. Remember how they'd be making, like, actually.
Oh, they are working on making AI that look like
Yeah.
humans. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those ones where it's like on a screen though.
Yeah, no, it's on the screen.
Or
for sure,
not
but,
a
like,
screen, but like you have this little
like a,
little device, and then it'll create a hologram.
Yeah.
Like that. So it would be kind of like Siri, but in human form.
Yeah, I don't want to think about Siri in human form because she's actually an old lady. An old.
Wait, for real? The voice?
Yeah, the voice of Siri is like an old lady.
That's random as hell. Ooh, another random as hell thing. Did you know that Nicolas Cage was recently out here filming for a movie?
What the fuck? Out here in Oregon?
In Portland. It's called Pig. And he's like a chef or whatever, and like it looks like a dystopian type of movie where like everything went to
let
shit.
me find that, bro. I'm not-
Yeah, and so he's like trying to find his pig.
And where the fuck was he at?
He was here in Portland. You can show them pan over the city and everything. For real, you can see the bridge and
And
all.
I fucking missed that.
Well, I don't think we weren't here. It was like a while ago.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm making it seem like it was just yesterday, but it wasn't. So go
Yeah, I
ahead.
was about to be mad because, like, wow, how the fuck did I?
Bro, I swear to God, because what the hell?
I mean, I don't
we
even.
miss everything.
I don't even like Nicolas Cage like that, but like to see him, like,
No, but it's just funny as hell, and
Yeah.
it's Nicolas Cage.
yeah,
Like,
it's just random.
it is, because Nicolas Cage is random as hell.
Bruh, speaking of random stuff, I didn't know that the guy that used to be Batman, Michael Keaton, he like shot one of his movies back in Georgia, in Cordell, no less. Like one of his scenes for his movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why. That shit was crazy. So yes, AI created the Matrix, but it's deeper than that. One could say humans created the Matrix by creating the AI that built it.
Yeah, so essentially, AI in the movie, because we're all talking about the movie right here. In the movie, the AI did create the Matrix world. But if you think about it, yeah, the AI created the Matrix world, but who created the AI that created the Matrix world? So one could easily say that humans actually caused all the shit that goes on in the Matrix instead of the AI.
Right. Damn, that's tough too. Because
Deep.
Even when it's not your fault, it's still your fault.
Right.
AI was created in the 21st century, and the 21st century is coincidentally the century that we are currently in.
It is.
Yeah.
When does that shit end?
And we're still, it ends like,
Yeah, you don't know why you was about to
turns
type
3000.
shit. Oh.
actually, the 21st, this is, once it turns 2100, then it'll be the 22nd century.
You said 3,000 like I did that one time, and you made fun of me for weeks for saying 3,000, and you just said that
No,
shit.
because you thought that.
No, it was the same thing.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, because I
No, it
thought,
wasn't.
because I was like, wow, we're in the 21st century, and the next century will be in 3,000. Yeah, it was the
No,
same
it
thing.
wasn't.
It was. So what was it?
It wasn't that.
It was that, babe.
No, it
Yes,
wasn't.
it was, dude.
Well, I'm not about to fight with
I
you.
remember that because you
Let's
you down hard like made fun of me for that shit, and you just said the same thing. So I ain't that dumb.
I mean, it's not like you were dumb at all. You just said the wrong shit.
I know, but you made me feel dumb.
You just said the wrong shit. It happens. And it's the century that we're currently living in and experimenting with new AI technologies, which is even creepier because it's like,
In real life,
yeah.
that's what we're actually doing. So, a dream within a dream. Why did it come to this? AI and humans had a fallout, pretty much. Leading to the AI taking the reins and putting us under. And this is in the Matrix. Just to be clear, not in our fucking world. AI felt as though humans were a threat to their existence. And with this fear, they took over the human race and used them for electrical and heat energy for the AI. Because apparently, well, not apparently, but obviously AI needs bioelectronic energy to survive, but apparently they need heat energy to survive as well.
So essentially, we're like the hamsters on the wheel type shit.
Yes. Along with this fear, bioelectronic control, plugging humans into the matrix, making them believe they are living when in fact they're dreaming dreams inside of dreams inside of dreams, sleeping for their whole lives. And everybody knows this because that's the whole premise of the Matrix. But
If you've seen it.
yeah, but just saying that, like saying what it is, it sounds a lot like what some of this shit is. So the story goes that humans created the AI to do simple things like household chores, but didn't think about further consequences. And this can definitely happen to us. We need to do a fucking video on AI on the rise or something. We've got a lot of videos to do, guys. But I don't think anybody would be prepared for that being the fucking consequence, because that's a little harsh.
That is a little
too
crazy.
harsh. Yeah. So, if we were to actually get AI to the point of consciousness, they would have feelings just like us and would demand the same respect. Sounds about right? I mean, makes sense.
Right.
This relates to the Matrix. Oh, this relates to the Matrix because that is essentially what happened in the movie. An AI was put on trial for killing its owner. Bots and humans were divided by this, and an uproar started. The AI was charged, and this led to protests and riots, and ultimately the demise of humanity. And some humans believed in AI rights, while others didn't. And it's kind of funny because, like, they, like, really, I don't know, they were really, like, protesting for robotic rights. Like, that's just crazy. Because it doesn't sound far-fetched from who the fuck we are today as a society. We fucking have rights for everything, you know? Like, we want rights for this, equal rights. Like, you know? So, it's not far-fetched to think that we would want
It just becomes a whole
equal rights for robots.
Yeah, it becomes a whole nother civil thing. It's like, you know, we're here too, so we deserve rights just like you.
Yeah, and a lot of people were believing in the movie that, you know, humans were able to do whatever they want with their property, and that's what robots are. But robots felt, well, we have feelings too, and I didn't, you know, the robot basically, like, got on trial and said, I don't want to die. Like,
Right.
you know, that's not what I am choosing or whatever, and they still did
How
what
are
they
you able to
did.
make decisions?
Exactly,
We made
yeah. Basically, you know, coined him deviant, and that was the end of it. So, yeah, people were fucking upset, and I feel like that shit would definitely happen if it were real. Like, I feel like we would definitely be protesting, robot rights, robot rights.
It's a lot mirroring to what we've already done.
Yeah.
Machines never understood taste like humans did. So when they programmed taste in the Matrix, how do they define the taste of various food? Take chicken, for example. Maybe they didn't know what to make it taste like, which is why it tastes like everything. This
Make a
bit
lot
of
of
the
sense.
this bit of the conversation is talking about our world as viewers of the movie. People do feel that chicken does taste like everything. Going by the logic thrown in the movie, if a dream is programmed to be so real, how do we know that we, the viewers, are not part of some simulated world? That we, the viewers, could very well be the human slaves mentioned in the movie. There's no way to refute it. This factor is what makes the movie so fantastic.
Yeah, that is fucking wild.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good explanation.
Yes.
That's a pretty spot on explanation, actually, of everything, literally.
Anyways, that little part about chicken tasting like like everything was a quote that Morpheus had said in the movie. And it makes a lot of fucking sense, because chicken does taste like everything.
Yeah, every time you will go and like find something to eat, oh, that tastes like chicken, or it's just like chicken. You hear people talk about that when they mention
Yeah, like you refer everything to chicken. Oh my god, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
So now we have a quote by Morpheus from The Matrix to kind of explain The Matrix, but also the simulation theory, because they definitely tie in together, and they're definitely like hand in hand, even though they don't really have shit to do with each other. The Matrix, so he was quoted saying that in the movie, he was quoted saying that the Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us, even now in this very room. You can see it when you look at your window, or you can see it when you look out your window, or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, and when you pay your taxes. It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth that you are a slave like everyone else. You were born into bondage, born into a prison that you cannot smell or taste or touch. A prison for your mind. Whew. That's a word. That's a whole mind fuck right there, though. Like,
Crazy shit.
he was speaking some facts,
Crazy
but
shit. I remember,
that's how he explained the Matrix. But honestly, that explains what the simulation
that
theory
and
would
the whole
be.
chicken thing, definitely.
Yeah, that shit's weird as hell.
Simulation-related recommendations. So here we have a list of a couple of works of art that we can say are comparable to the
Yes.
simulation theory.
Yeah, that you guys should definitely check out. They're
Yes,
all good.
yes,
They're all
yes,
amazing.
yes.
We've got a couple. What we got? Like, a show.
Yeah.
Wait, are any of these a show?
Let's see the images. No, they're all.
Well, okay, we got like movies and games. So, I guess we'll go back each bullet point.
All right. The first one is the Matrix trilogy. And
Of course,
it's definitely a recommendation. Definitely
Yeah,
check
of
all
course.
three of them out.
I feel like if you're watching this or listening to this, you've probably seen The Matrix or heard of it. Yeah, it's just it's a must watch. Like, it's just a classic at this point.
It's like that. It's like 2012. Like, it's a movie you should definitely
yeah,
watch.
2012 was good too.
Yeah.
And to go along with the Matrix trilogy, not a lot of people know about this, but so yeah, if you've seen The Matrix already, definitely check out the Animatrix. The Animatrix is amazing. I put you on the Animatrix, and what do you think? It was
pretty
good?
cool. I fucked with that. That was good. That was real good.
It kind of explains the Matrix. Okay, so the Matrix, obviously everybody knows what it is, but the Animatrix kind of sheds light on the things that the Matrix didn't cover.
Yeah, it gets pretty deep.
Yeah, it gets even deeper.
gets
It is
pretty deep.
really amazing. The visuals are beautiful. Like, it still stands till today. I would say
Definitely
as a
stands the test
good.
of time.
Yeah, exactly. Like, the graphics are amazing. Like, the work is just great. The acting, everything.
The message.
Everything.
The message.
It's really good. Yeah, it's really good.
The message. And next on this beautiful list, we have Detroit Become Human, the game.
Yes.
And I don't know if anybody's familiar with it. I think it was a PS4 exclusive, though.
Are you
But-
serious?
Yeah. I
Damn,
think it was a
that
PS4
sucks.
exclusive.
So, yeah, actually, I think you're right.
And so basically, that game
It's amazing.
is
And you
Top
play
tier.
as an AI.
top tier. Actually, you pay as what, 2 of them, don't you? Connor
Well,
and
yeah, I think you can switch, or I think you do
Yeah.
switch. But yeah, you're playing as like a deviant AI, and
Yeah.
it's really good.
It's-
The story is chef's kiss.
amazing.
So definitely check out Detroit the game if you have PS4 or PS5. If they have it on PS5,
It should be on there. I
Probably.
think the PS5 does that. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
whole different story.
next we have is The Truman Show, and I haven't seen this. Is this a
So,
movie or an actual
The Truman
show?
Show is a movie that stars Jim Carrey, and in short, it basically shows his life being a reality show to the higher cast, like the rich people. Well, actually, the world really. His
And he
whole life-
doesn't know?
Yeah, he doesn't know until he finds out sometime at some point in the movie.
That's
and he
weird.
freaks out because it's his entire life is just on display for these people to watch and laugh at.
Yeah, that's weird. Ew. Oh my god. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy.
And that's another thing that I always think about too. Like, what if we're just a big ass fucking reality show to the intergalactic?
That'd
world?
be interesting as hell, because all types of shit.
And so, when you
be
die,
going
do
on.
you just go and you watch it too, or like?
Just pick up where everybody left
Yeah.
off. I don't know.
But yeah, that's basically the Truman Show. It's just
Cool.
a guy whose life is a reality show.
I didn't know it was that simple.
Yeah. Well, that's just putting it in simple terms. But if you want to go,
Oh,
you
yeah, I
just
gotta
have to-
watch it.
Yeah, you just have to watch it. Okay. And the next one is Inception. Now, as far as Inception goes, I don't believe I've seen all of this movie,
I don't think I have either.
but
But check it out and
Yeah.
tell us what you think.
Yeah, the premise is worth checking out.
The next one is Ready Player One. I actually saw this in theaters.
And now I didn't.
And
see
it was good.
I didn't see it in theaters, but I did watch it with my homeboy. So
Did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. I thought
Yeah, I
it
like
was,
it too.
Thought it was real good. I was like, this is exactly.
I heard that maybe they already came out with it already, but there's supposed to be a second one.
I've heard that too. I haven't looked into it, but I think there actually is supposed to be a second one coming, which I'm not opposed to.
Oh yeah, I'm ready. But yeah, if you haven't seen Ready Player One, essentially it's like a game, but like real. So like Super Mario Brothers, you're in Super Mario World.
You're Mario.
Yeah, that type of deal. Donkey Kong, like you're getting your ass beat by Donkey Kong in that bitch.
Straight up.
So Pac-Man, you getting 8. That's it.
And
like that's really what it is. But it's pretty much alternate reality gaming, and it's indistinguishable from, reality.
And our last point is the newest documentary, which is called A Glitch in the Matrix. And where can you find it?
I don't know. I think it's either, I don't know if it came out yet, but it'll probably be like on Amazon or something. I have no clue. But I've heard of it. When I was doing my research, a lot of things were referencing it, so it might already be out. But it's kind of just revisiting the simulation theory and looking at it through a different lens. Yeah, diving a little bit deeper and like the plausibility of it all. So yeah, if you're into documentaries, we recommend that because it's about the simulation theory, and why would you not?
And don't you want to know if you're real or not? Because I damn sure do.
I swear, I need answers.
Because sometimes it be feeling like, God damn,
too much. So, we are going to end it on that note, you guys. And if you wanted us to, get any deeper, we can always do a part 2. But I think we've kind of covered all the bases.
No, definitely.
For the simulation theory itself. We're not talking about deja vu or other things that are related to it, but the simulation theory itself, I think we did pretty good.
I said we definitely hit a grand slam here.
Yeah. So we're gonna end it off with some ending questions, and we have 6 of them today.
Oof, nice questions. We love those.
Oh yeah. So the first one is: do you believe this reality could all be fake? Yes.
It damn sure better be, because too much shit been happening.
Yeah, honestly.
Too much. Yeah.
And I'm gonna just leave it at that because we've already explained why. So go ahead to the next one.
If life really is a simulation, what would you do differently? Damn.
If life was a simulation, and if I were to start doing things differently, I would reach for the fucking stars, because that's as far as I'm gonna get, since this shit stops there probably, because nobody coded anything past our galaxy. So, yeah, I would probably just live life and fucking keep doing what I'm doing. I don't know. Well, honestly, I don't know. I might just say, fuck everything. I'm gonna go do me.
Yeah, nah, you know? If I could have did this shit differently, I probably would have chose to move out of the country when I had the chance. Definitely would have done that.
Yeah.
And
that makes a lot of sense.
Definitely, like you said, just do what the fuck I want to do. Yeah.
Just be happy. Even the small things count, guys.
For sure.
So, question number 3 is, if we are in a simulation, who do you think is running this shit? I think it's likely that it could be aliens. I'm like, on some real shit, like, 4th or 5th type civilization.
Oh, God.
I definitely think
it gotta be.
It's not far-fetched at all. Because what else would it be? I don't want to sit there and think that, everything we fucking know is just bullshit, and that it's fucking ran by a kid or a damn teenager or somebody just eat pizza on their couch.
I'd be so mad. I'd be mad as fuck.
Yeah, that just negates everything that we believe. It negates other conspiracy theories, because I believe a lot of conspiracy theories, and that right there,
if that's the case,
kind of fucks it all up. I mean, not really, because they could still be conspiracies that were created throughout the simulation. But damn,
no, that's tough.
It is.
Man, I'm just gonna go with aliens. That's the only reasonable answer.
It makes sense though.
Yeah.
If they're able to create their own, another species from their own, a different type of species.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna show you how to do this, and then now you do it, and then we have in different facets. It's weird.
Exactly, and I forgot what the name of it is. There's RH negative blood or something that's super fucking rare or whatever, and only aliens have it, or I don't want to say it like that, but basically it's something that is not really found. Yeah, it's not found in humans. That's just not something that.
I mean, I don't even know my blood type, so
I don't either.
Do you believe deja vu is just a glitch?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell fuck it. What else would it be?
Yeah.
That and the Mandela effect, but the Mandela effect can also tie into parallel universes, multiverse, everything.
But
Because
deja vu is so unexplainable.
yeah,
So unexplainable, and it happens
It
quite
is.
often. Like it's not,
but it's like everybody experiences
it's
it
not
too.
like it just happens to one or two people. Everybody had like it just happens.
Exactly. So I don't know. Let us know what you guys think. You think deja vu is a glitch? I believe so.
It has to be.
It's gotta be.
It has to be. Like, how else could you explain it? Because you can't even explain it to somebody else.
No, you can't.
Jesus.
If this is sim reality, which life/sim level do you think we live on? So, like, do you think we're the first, like, simulation, or we're, like, at the bottom of the chain, or, like, the second or third, however many there could be?
Oh, we're definitely number 5.
Out of how many?
Out of however many. We're definitely
Shit,
number 5.
I'd say we closer to the bottom. Probably, like, 100 out of 1,000. Well,
Actually,
okay,
probably.
100 out of... okay.
Actually, no, trillions. We probably trillions down there.
I would say we, like, 350 out of 500. We towards the bottom.
Yeah, come to think of it, we probably.
I don't think we would be like the first simulation. Actually, we might be, because obviously, well, no, because we might not be. Never mind.
Yeah, that's why I said.
Because I was gonna say, if we were, then like obviously it would take some time for us to be able to create our own simulation
Yeah.
that would then create its own. But we haven't even done that. So, but then again, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're at the top of the food chain.
Right.
We could just be moving even slower and be at the bottom. So
We're at the top in different places, at the bottom in others. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird place to be.
hell yeah. So the last question is, would you live life again knowing it's all a game? Oof.
Depends. Like it goes back to what
I
I,
don't
said
like that
earlier.
question.
It depends on how it ends.
Not even that for me. I think knowing that it's all a game, I would want to live again, but differently.
But
Like I want to pick a new character.
I feel like it sucks though, but yeah.
Like I
would
love me, but like I want to see what it would be like to
Be somebody
be
else.
a guy or something.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know. It would be cool
It
or
would be kind of
interesting.
cool to like switch nationalities.
Or to grow up in a different, to grow up in a different country. So, yeah, I would definitely,
And
or to
kind
grow
of-
up in a different era. I would definitely do it again.
I
And,
think-
like, you could pick and choose.
Oh no, I'd definitely be down for it because like what could be the outcome?
Yeah, why would you not pick
What
that?
could be the outcome? You know? Yeah.
So, yeah, that's all we have for you guys today. This was a simulation theory, and this shit was great. This shit was nice. I'm feeling this wine a little bit. And, yeah, I'm hoping, well, I'm guessing we're both hoping. We're hoping that you guys enjoyed this double upload this week, because we got you. We got you.
We know
we
y'all
really
not,
just couldn't
we
wait.
know y'all
but-
not doing shit. It's time to
Yeah.
celebrate. Ain't nobody doing nothing. We getting plans ready for the 4th and all. So why not check out the podcast?
Wait,
Share
we
it with
are?
your friend- Yeah. Life hack: shop for Christmas early.
No, for real.
No, dead ass.
Like, buy your fucking Christmas presents throughout the year. And buy your Christmas wrapping paper in June, like I did.
I mean, maybe not.
You'll
in
thank
June,
me
but
later.
just buy the shit ahead of time. But yes, shop accordingly ahead of time, please.
Yeah, it's cheaper sometimes.
Way cheaper.
Sometimes. Because
So-
I
yeah,
saw some
yeah.
shit and I was like, what the
Yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
What is this? So, yes, guys, that is all we have for you today, this week. We hope you guys enjoyed Ancient and Lost Civilizations from episode 19, as well as the simulation theory from this one. Hopefully this shit isn't all fake.
And like we said, if you notice a switch or a difference or anything,
There is no switch. What are you talking about?
exactly.
Maybe it's a glitch.
Really?
Yeah, because why would we sit in opposite seats? That doesn't even make sense.
My computer over here is usually over there.
Right, exactly.
That's wild.
So we will catch you guys next week for another FNC installment, and we will see you on episode 21.
All I really have to say is stay tuned or stay simulated, Cosmonauts. I've been your host, DJ.
And I've been your host, Sav.
And this has been another episode of
Deeper than most.